Hey there, and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, if you're a swimming fan, whether it's for sport or for fun, you're gonna like this next segment. It's actually a full body workout that keeps you active, and it's of course fun to do. In fact, according to swimgym.com splash blog, just 1 hour of swimming can burn over 40% more calories than any other form of physical activity, like biking, for example. The site even outlines that swimmers can burn 30% more calories by being active in the water than they can if they were running on land for a whole hour, which is crazy. Now, it has to do with the weight of the water going, against you and the force of your body against the current. And it's just a sport and hobby that, of course, require a lot of physical demand. Actually, South Texas Swimming and USA Swimming Groups recently presented the Rio Grande Valley with its first ever Swimposium. It's an amazing facility that offers an exclusive in-water swimmers clinic, and it's a chance for local swim clubs to learn all that they can about the sport. And if you really want to dive in deeper, we've got you covered there. Now, how much do you really know about swimming? All right, well, let's see. According to swimgym.com, did you know that the very first swimming goggles were made from turquoise shells? And swimming as a sport was actually first introduced into the Olympics specifically back in the year 1896. Did you also know that the very first known record of people swimming goes all the way back to the ancient Egyptian times? See, scientists have studied this, just throughout the drawings, dated back to 2500 BC. And did you know that according to the site, there were even Stone Age paintings of swimmings on cave walls that led historians back even further? And it turns out that Benjamin Franklin apparently invented something that many swimmers know and use still today. The site outlines that he created the first swim fins that were intended to help people move more efficiently through the water. I never knew that. And did you know the oldest concrete swimming pool was actually built here in the great state of Texas? Apparently it was designed and executed back in 1915. The site also says that the Brea stroke is the oldest known form of swimming. I hope I said that right when it comes to different strokes that swimmers use. And did you know that according to the site, synchronized swimming was actually popularized by an actress? It outlines that her name was Esther Williams, and she starred in a lot of aqua musicals of the 1940s and 50s. So after those projects debuted, this artistic form of swimming became well known throughout the globe. And did you know that outdoor swimming pools were added to the White House in 1975? And it was President Gerald Ford who made the decision to incorporate them onto the property. And speaking on a national level, did you know that the United States National Swimming Pool Institute was founded back in 1956? Some safety standards for pools are actually still in enactment today, largely in part by this institute that was founded in the 50s. And did you know that the first ever swimming races were held over in Japan? Yep, it was during the time of 36 BC. We certainly see them a lot across the globe now. And since then, of course, spectators and sports fanatics have enjoyed cheering on their favorite swimmers. In fact, the site outlines that the most competitive swimming athletes usually have an ability to swim about 6 to 12 miles every single day. Wow. And did you know that just one Olympic pool can actually hold up to about 850,000 gallons of water in it? It's crazy. And apparently the first person to ever swim the English Channel was a woman named Gertrude Erdel. The site says that she did this in 1926 and is highly regarded for that water journey in history still today. Now, the site also says that many of the most professional swimmers in the world will often shave their entire body prior to competing in any swim marathon or game because it can really make a difference when it comes to their speed, like down to the last second. It's very interesting. And did you know that one space shuttle turbo pump could actually empty an entire pool that's the size of, one of those that you see at the Olympics? And it can do so in fewer than 25 seconds. It's insane. Also, apparently swimmers aren't too flexible. Well, at least when it comes to their ankles, because the site outlines that they can't really touch the ground with their toes whenever they're laying down flat on their backs. And if you're soaking in all of this info on swimming, but thinking, oh my gosh, I am definitely not a swimmer, nor could I ever be, not to worry, you're absolutely not alone. In fact, did you know that about more than half of all Americans cannot swim? So, in case you didn't know already, now you do. All right, you guys, that's all we've got for now, but we want to thank you again so much for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again, as always, next time, because we're going to have a lot more fun for you. But for now, don't forget to follow our team on social media for sneak peeks at what we've got coming up on the show, and for your chance at your comment or question to be featured on air. And as always, you can visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's segments. We've got all that and a lot more next time on Valley Por Vida. We'll see you then.